All right. We're about to get this party started here. All right. We're about to get this party started here. All right. We're about to get this party started here. All right, so just making sure that this thing is up and running. All right, so just making sure that this thing is up and running. All right, so just making sure that this thing is up and running. Hey, how you doing there? Hey, how you doing there? Hey, how you doing there? I'm not used to doing these things. I'm not used to doing these things. I'm not used to doing these things. Hey! Oh my God, 𝘓𝘪𝘬𝘦. Is it pronounced Andrea? Hey! Oh my God, 𝘓𝘪𝘬𝘦. Is it pronounced Andrea? We got Kurt. Hey! Oh my God, 𝘓𝘪𝘬𝘦. Is it pronounced Andrea? We got Kurt. DCF TCV, taking care of business. DCF TCV, taking care of business. Hey, that's right. TCV, taking care of business. Is the sound quality okay? Taking care of business. Is the sound quality okay? Taking care of business. Is the sound quality okay? Taking care of business. Have any of you guys watched any of the videos this morning? I'm going to have to put on my glasses. I'm really getting... Yeah, I'm hearing an echo here. All right, let me make sure everything's running okay here. Okay, can you guys hear me okay? Okay, while we're all piling in, I'm gonna react live to an Elvis request, and hope everybody can hear this okay. I thought we could kind of do a couple requests in between, and then in between kind of talk a little. Is that okay with you guys? This is kind of a brand new thing I'm trying here. No, I understand in Germany. Yeah, this is still a new technology. But since we're all kind of here, I'm going to start off with a reaction and then we'll kind of chat. Is that okay with you guys? That's right, Kurt. Okay, first one I got here is Bridge Over Troubled Waters from Leon's channel, and this is kind of an in-studio take. I'm going to do a couple of tests for a couple seconds to make sure you can hear the music okay, and let me know, please.
Okay. Okay, what do we do over Bridge Over Troubled Water? Okay.
All right, could you guys hear that? Okay, here we go.
Okay. Dong, 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 dong.
I can't see the chat because I have to maximize the screen, so I'll catch up after the video.
Okay, what do we do over Bridge Over Troubled Water? Take a lead, brother. What do we do over Bridge Over Troubled Water? Take a leak in it. When you're weary, feeling balls more, when tears are in your eyes, I would rather.
Oh man.
I'm on your side. Oh, when time gets rough and friends just can't be found like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down.
I can't see you guys while this is maximized, so I'm hoping you guys are loving it out there. Oh, listen to that pickup, man.
When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water.
Love this, man.
I will lay me down.
Man, you feel that raw studio energy thing, Evan?
Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind.
Oh my God.
One part the horn.
All right, I gotta switch it back up here. Okay, I gotta go and see. Were you guys able to hear that okay? I'm gonna screen up here and see what I've lost. All right. I am so blind without my glasses. It is not funny. Well, it is funny, but it's not. That was just wild. That was just totally wild. I love that studio energy because there's a rawness to it, a kind of grittiness to it. And what did you guys think of it? I got to catch up on the comments here. Yeah, I should have gotten a tablet out. That would have made sense. That way I could have read what you guys were saying during the reaction. Now, this one up here, True Love Travels on a Gravel Road, live 1970. That sounds like a cool one, too. And so, from Sven and Andrea, I'll do that one next. Yeah, Sarah, I love watching the rehearsals too, because you do see Elvis. It's sort of like that behind the scenes magic, the making of the magic. And it's sort of like there's that raw and gritty element, but at the same time, there's a magic that's kind of taking place there, and it's really cool. That video that we just watched ended at that moment that I ended it. So it was obviously just a snippet of that whole rehearsal. And you know what? That video was on Leon's page. And if you guys haven't been there yet, you guys got to go check it out. It's the Ultimate Elvis channel on YouTube. Tons of videos, some amazing stuff there. Leon is like the Elvis expert guru kind of thing going on out there. It really is. Jan from Netherlands, how are things going over there? God, I love it that there's this whole world vibe going on here. Different cultures, different countries. Just love it, love it, love it. Love hearing from people around the world. And it just seems like sometimes there's just as much of a Elvis following overseas, if not more, than in America. I mean, I come across many people from the UK and stuff, and they're all just totally into Elvis. Sometimes in America, not as much, it seems. But then again, I'm in Detroit, so that could be kind of a regional perspective. So what I thought I would do next is I'm going to take, thank you, Sven. I'm going to take the next one, and let me pull up the video here. This isn't as polished as my normal reactions. There's a lot of going on behind the scenes. We'll do an audio reaction, and I hate these ads that pop up. It's part of the game. Okay, now we're going to listen to True Love Travels on a Gravel Road. Try saying that fast 5 times. All right, let me switch it up here for a second. Ooh. Listen to that bass.
How many girls choose cotton dress world when they could have satins and lace and stand by her man, never once let his shade touch her face. How many hearts could live through all the winters we've known and still not be cold? True love travels on a gravel road.
Ooh, that is smooth.
Love is a stranger and hearts are in danger on smooth streets paved with gold. Oh, true love travels on a gravel road.
Can't get over the bass.
Down through the years, we've had hard times and tears, but they only helped our love grow. And we'll stay together no matter how strong the wind blows. Not once have I seen your blue eyes fill with envy or stray from the one that you hold. Oh, true love travels on a gravel road.
Oh, man.
Love is a stranger and hearts are in danger on smooth streets paved with gold. Oh, true love travels on a gravel road.
Man, there's some country, there's some soul. This is a potpourri of everything great, man.
Yeah, true
Yeah.
love travels on a gravel road. True love travels on a gravel road. Oh, yeah.
Men.
All right. I don't know about you guys. I have one complaint about that song, and it was too short. It was way too short. I just felt it was so short. What'd you guys think about it? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I'm going to clear up something that people have always wondered, because sometimes people request a song and sometimes different people like different versions of a song. And for those that don't really know my mission statement, I plan to eventually react to every Elvis song ever put out. That's my goal, to have a one giant comprehensive compendium of Elvis reaction videos. So I'll get to all the live versions of a song, the studio version of a song. It will all be covered. You've Lost That Loving Feeling live from Madison Square Gardens, 1972. Was that? No, the one we did with Leon, I think that was from Vegas. Liver live. Yeah, I got that. Hey, Cherry Beer from the UK. How's it going? Yeah, I will put that live version of this on the list. I really liked it, but it seemed like it was a very a short recording. It really didn't have a running time. Ronnie Milsap did some backup vocals and piano on these sessions before. Oh, see, I love finding this kind of stuff out. I would have never come across that information. You guys are a wellspring of knowledge. Well, it's been a long time coming. You dig it. Wow. Yeah, did you guys watch Leon, our collaboration that we put out today? It was a first take to master recording. It was really interesting because it took us really from, and what was interesting about it is that, to me, the first take was pretty damn good. I'm no sound engineer. I can't say if there were maybe, a few missed beats or something in that. But I thought sometimes Elvis, in its raw, kind of primitive take on things, sometimes is better than that supreme polish that they apply to some of his recordings. Any day now. Any day now. Is this, let's make sure we got the right version here. Is this a live or is this a studio recording? Actually, what would help is if you guys could paste the link in these so that way I could play the right version. Yeah, for those of you who wonder, I'm going to eventually get to every Elvis song. The only thing that will stop me from doing so is if my ticker gives out before that it happens or something. But yeah, that is my plan. Okay, Any Day Now Studio. Let's do that one. I'm just taking these randomly, guys. Are you guys cool with that style of just like throwing them out there and me grabbing them and taking them? All right, I just got to load it up here.
We're the creators of Versus. Now we...
I hate when these ads pop up. All right, I'm going to switch to my other view here because I don't like the way that the live presentation is just magnifying the version, making my ugly mug that much bigger. So for the reaction, we'll go to little guy mode here. Let me go back. That bass, man. It's a theme on this album, a very pronounced bass.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love. You'll be on your way. Then my wild, beautiful bird, you will have flown. Any day now, I'll be all alone. Any day now, when your restless eyes meet someone new.
Okay, this comes from my common complaint of why the heck was this not a hit? I mean, I'm hearing some great strings. I'm hearing an endearing melody. I'm hearing kind of a good, almost near Motownish kind of bass. There was some things happening here in this song.
To my sad surprise, then the blue shadow will fall all over town. Any day now, love will let me down.
Yeah, it does have kind of like a Motownish. Oh, hold on.
I know I shouldn't.
Now, I didn't see that change up coming. Man, Elvis knows how to sneak that stuff in. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting there just grooving like this is a rock and roll merry-go-round, and then it just comes to a stop. Oh.
I know I shouldn't want to keep you if you don't want to stay until you're gone forever. I'll be holding on for dear life, holding you this way, begging you to stay.
You're hearing the bass here and the strings here.
When the
loving it.
Go, you'll come then my tears will flow. Then the blue shadow will fall all over town. Any day now, love will let me down. She won't be around. Any day now, any day now. Don't fly away, my beautiful bird. Don't fly away, my beautiful bird.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's magic. Elvis is magic. There's just no way around that one. Yeah, that's what it seems like. They're both Elvis from Memphis. Heart of Rome. I think I did that. Or wait, I'm trying to think. Did I do Heart of Rome live? Oh, Brandon, God bless you. God bless you. That was very kind of you to say that. Live 1972, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Is that, I get mixed up which version is which. I think that's the one I did with Leon where we did that comparison of Bridge Over Troubled Water. Why are many other songs from Elvis were not hits in our heart? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I really a couple of videos back some viewers chimed in and said that sometimes the Colonel had a lot of say in what got airplay and not, and there wasn't always great cooperation between the record company and radios. And because I'm hearing some Elvis B songs and filler songs that are better than many people's actually number one hits of that era. And that's not coming from a place of bias, man. That's just coming from just speaking true musical honesty, you know? I'll hold you in my heart. Well, since we're on the Elvis in Memphis kick, do you want me to do that one? I'll hold you in my heart. Let you guys let me know. There's also oh, okay. The one that Leanne and I did was not from the live 1972. Okay, I'll have to check that one out then so we can use it on a future episode. I didn't want to get redundant because I already did a studio jam session of Bridge Over Troubled Water. Okay, so let's... There was one up here. That your love's been a long time coming. All right, let's take that one first. And these videos are playing okay. This is the first time I'm ever doing this live, so I just want to make sure what you guys are seeing is the same thing I'm seeing.
Michigan drivers count on us.
Oh, thanks, Kurt. I was I was hoping this wasn't going to be a comedy of mechanical and technical errors, you know, but I think we got it down. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is Your Love's Been a Long Time Coming. This is from Promised Land. All right, let's do it.
First time I saw you, I knew I was hooked on somebody other than me.
Wow.
First time I held you, you His soft lips and blue eyes were as far as my eyes could see. Yes, here in my arms, I knew I had found the reason that I'm living for.
God.
And I felt the feeling, such a wonderful feeling that I'd never felt before. Baby, your love's been a long time coming. Baby, your love got a hold on me.
Man.
Baby, your love sure got me humming. Baby, your love been a long time coming. Deep in my heart there's a feeling I never knew until I saw the love that was there in you. And I'm gonna tell everyone what good love can do. Baby, your love's been a long time coming.
I love the way his voice just
Baby, your love
shoots up with each movement.
got a hold on me.
That, man. Oh,
Baby, your love sure got me humming. Baby, your love been a long time coming. I said, oh, baby, your love's been a long time coming. Baby, your love got a hold on me. Baby, your
wow. Oh my God. That was just, I mean, where do you go after that? I mean, it's like I said, his filler stuff is sometimes better than some people's number one hits. That was just, I've never found an Elvis song I hated. Some better than others, but none I've ever hated or anything like that. You'll Never Walk Alone. All right, let's see what we got here. How are things going in Malta, Gordon? It was really interesting. I actually had a friend, well, she was kind of an acquaintance that from high school, that she passed away a couple years ago, but she lived in Malta. And it just have some beautiful architecture there. You know, the way the buildings are, the water. I just, Malta just looks like someplace I'd love to visit one day. And the song is from the Star Studio Sessions, July 1973. Classic. Was the Promised Land album out in 73? You'll Never Walk Alone. Did A-Track every morning before school in 88. Love it. Hey, Suzanne, how are you doing? Oh yeah, this is yeah, you know, last week because of Easter we had to put it off for a week because of the holiday. But I always try to do that. If I ever have to miss a week, I try to double up the next week. I thought of before just like pre-recording a bunch so there would be, but I don't know. I like being there when it all rolls out. I love seeing the beginning comments. It's like my Saturday night ritual. Sven, yeah, you ever go? Oh God, I hate wearing glasses. Leon. Leon, hey, you know what? We were all kind of jinxed on the time. I had to make sure I had to tell everybody what 12 p.m. means in their respective time zone, you know? Oh, Darren, thank you. Yeah, you know what? It was touch and go there for a little bit. I had to look at a bunch of different platforms, and with all of YouTube's problems, it still was the best deal, and I just have to learn how to live with it. One of my copyright strikes was taken down, so I did kind of power through a little bit to try to fix that. Elvis Sunday, it's one of my favorite things in life that I love doing, and it's musical discovery. It's getting to meet people from around the world, and I love the idea of just really people from different backgrounds coming together because Elvis's legacy is divine in so many ways, and I'm not aggrandizing it. I really feel that there is almost a near mystical touch that he brought to this life, and it's never been the same since he's left us, at least on a physical level. Let's see, studio best. Clean up your own backyard. That one's on there. I already did that one. If you just type it in the search on my channel, you should come up with it, or on my Elvis playlist. I have like an Elvis playlist that's like almost 100 videos in it. So if you're ever bored out of your mind and you need some background noise, I got that there. That's cool. Clean up your own backyard was so cool because you know what I thought? Was there ever really a great rock and roll song that the main theme in the lyrics was hypocrisy? I love that. I love that. And he was speaking some truth. Leon has entered the building. I'll tell you what. Oh, hello. Oh, from the Holy Land of Israel. See, this is so awesome. Ben, God bless you guys out in Israel. Okay, I'll tell you what. With doing those collaborations with Leon, I don't listen to Leon's commentary before I record it. I only listen to it in the playback while I'm editing because I want to go in flying blind. And so the biggest reward I get is when I come in and I react, and then I have an opinion or a take on it. And then Leon, when I play the commentary, he kind of lands at the same place. And I'm like, oh, good. I'm kind of sharing the same Elvis headspace with an Elvis genius. I go, that is so cool. That is so awesome. How do I know Leon? Well, we came together through this channel. Leon reached out during a chat like this, and I said, I remember the exact day it happened because I said, well, I recorded to this version of Bridge Over Troubled Water, and someone said, why don't you do like a comparison between a couple of them? Leon got in touch with me, and it started out with that Bridge Over Troubled Water thing. I go, we're kind of doing two different versions that weren't trying to compare them, but just trying to spotlight and point out the differences between them and let the audience, you know, kind of decide. We weren't really trying to pit one against the other. And then like we had all these different themes that came up. Leon kept coming at me with some great ideas about, you know, capturing concerts that we would do over like 4 episodes over 4 weeks, and a lot of Elvis Vegas kind of stuff. And what we did last night was the first ever of from first take to master recording. And you know, it's funny because I said after the first take with that Elvis song, I go, this sounds fine the way it is. And I went on and I thought, you know, the orchestration was pretty and all that, but I thought the first take was actually pretty good. Well, and then Leon kind of chimed in and not said exactly the same thing I was thinking, but was along that lines, is that, you know, it was kind of great in its more of its raw essence. And so it's been really rewarding. We're trying to do things that no other Elvis reaction channel does. You know, I don't want to just sit out there and do Suspicious Minds in the ghetto and then call it a night. I really want to do a deep dive exploration into the whole Elvis package. And maybe that's why sometimes some people don't tune in, because I don't just do the hits. This channel, I mean, of course, who doesn't want to have good ad revenue? Of course. But my first criteria is if I like the song, if I like this kind of music, if I'm interested in it, whether it kind of gets a lot of hits or anything, that's kind of secondary. Because I'm telling you what, some songs that I never thought were anything end up being big hits on the channel. And then some songs that I just went gaga over only turned out to get 20 views. It's just the way that this kind of thing works. Yeah. I love it. All these people here from different places. And it's kind of funny. Try Sound of Your Cry. Let me see something here. If I already... Sometimes these titles, I don't always remember every single title. I gotta check and see if I did that one. Just take a second. No, I didn't do that one. Let me see. I think I didn't. No. All right, we'll load up that one. That's the one thing that about doing these live sessions is that you got to sit through me setting up the video, which you don't usually have to sit through that because I edit everything out when I publish videos. All right, here we go. Okay, we did this one live on a live version of that. I don't think I've ever done a studio version of this. I'll know in a couple seconds.
The clock by the bed is ticking.
Yeah.
Too loud in the quiet night. I lie in the darkness thinking I must go before it's light. Before you open up your eyes and
Gotta just focus in on that, the backing vocals there. How sweet of an arrangement that was.
Before it's light. Before you open up your eyes and you beg me to stay, I'll leave 'cause I can't stand to see you hurt this way. Sleep, my love, as I kiss you goodbye. The sound of your cry. Though I knew the time was coming and our love would end somehow, I just couldn't bear to tell you exactly just when or how. I know we can't go on, that it was wrong to start. But if you wake up crying now, you know you'll break my heart. Sleep, my love, as I kiss you goodbye. The sound of your cry. Oh, sleep, my love, as I kiss you goodbye. sound of your cry. Oh, sleep, my love, as I kiss you, kiss you, kiss you goodbye. Then I won't hear the sound of your cry.
Does it get better than that? Oh my God. I mean, just too amazing for words he was, really. I mean, that was just killer. That was just too much. I mean, too much of Elvis is a good thing, I believe. Song Sylvia. Let's see where you guys are at. Len from Ireland, how are you doing? I am I'm mostly Irish with a little English in me, I guess, but then again, a lot of Irish people became British citizens way back when, but I have a lot. I'm mostly Irish. You could tell I have one of those traits that are pretty much known to Scotch and Irish people, is that I could grow dark brown hair and still have red facial hair, and that's just the way that is. Let's see, that's it. Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, I want the whole experience, you know. I mean, I want to make something clear. I'm not knocking other reaction channels or anything. I think a lot of reaction channels kind of just sample everything that's out there, and I do that throughout the week. But there were a couple artists that really just totally lit a flame in me at the beginning. Beyonce and Elvis, which there's so little crossover between those two fan bases. It's like I have my family over here and my other secret family over here, and I go between both of them. But I said, I really want to kind of get to know this artist inside and out. And, you know, don't get me wrong, like Suspicious Minds and The Ghetto, which are kind of like the major Elvis reaction standards. Those are all great. But I've heard those growing up on the radio. I want to kind of hear what I haven't heard, but sometimes I still have to react to stuff I've heard because I get a new viewer that comes along and they're like, well, I'd like to see you react to Love Me Tender. I have like requests for that. And so with those, I thought, how can I repackage that? And with those, I said, it's very different because sometimes when you hear just something in the radio as background noise, I don't think you're really listening to the song. So when you put the headphones on, there's something magical that happens. You hear things that you've never heard before. And that's why I tell everybody, Elvis is a headphones artist, big time. Greetings, Norway. Gosh, we got everybody here today representing different parts of the world. Yeah, Leon's right about that. That was the August 12th version. Oh, definitely, Leon. Yeah, I think I have a lot of things planned for the channel. I love the collaborations I do with Leon. I also wouldn't mind starting a segment where every now and then I interview an Elvis fan, because one thing that ran through my mind is I've met so many interesting people, and they all know my journey into Elvis, but except for a few comments, I don't know their journey into Elvis. And whether it be a video interview or a phone interview or on Skype, I want to kind of also start occasionally throwing some of that in, because I want to get to know Elvis stories. from the fans' perspective, when they first stumbled upon it, what made them tick, what songs served as the soundtrack to their life. And I think that would be really interesting. I know it's just a reaction channel, so I'm not trying to aggrandize anything, but I do want this to be a kind of a comprehensive Elvis experience from a fan's perspective. That would be my dream. Sorry, my voice is running out. I just shot like 6 or 7 videos last night, and so my voice is shot, so sorry about this. Okay, I'm seeing the song Sylvia pop up. I covered Unchained Melody live in 77. It's on there. It's on the channel. Oh, it's good to see you too. Oh, good. Good, Sven. You got to have your headphones on. It's a requirement. No, I was actually planning a trip to Graceland right before COVID hit, because I just started doing the Elvis channel, and my plan was for last summer, I was going to go down there and host some video segments while doing, what I wanted to do was take a laptop, sit in front of Graceland, and react to Elvis songs in front of Graceland, or at least where the public can, gather. I wasn't going to trespass or anything, but at least within the region of Graceland. And there was a little virus that kind of swept through. I don't know if you guys heard about it. It's kind of been a wicked one. And but as soon as I could travel again, I'm so there. I am so there. Have you been there? That was from Ben. Yeah. John said there is an Elvis song for every season of our lives. Gary. All right. You know what? We call on him Gospel Perfection. I'll throw that one on. We've been kind of covering a lot of later Elvis in this, and I'm not sure when this one was made. Let me see. Excuse me again. Man.
10 years ago.
All right. Well, we call on him. It fits. It's Sunday. Might as well throw in a gospel song.
Call on him whenever storm clouds gather. We call on him to light our darkest day. Why must it be that only when we're lonely and hopes are dim, we call on him? Why don't we call on him before we lose our way? To count our blessings and thank him while we may. We call on him when no one else will answer. We ask of him a reason to go on. When our cup of of joy becomes a cup of sorrow, filled to the brim. We call on him. Why don't we call on him before we lose our way? To count our blessings and thank him while we may.
That song defines less is more. It was very subtle, but boy, did it pack a punch. A good kind of punch. Yeah, wow. That was wild. Well, not wild. Sometimes I find the exact right words, and sometimes I think the most inappropriate. It was wildly graceful. How about that? I envy you guys. All right, let's see. John has been a fan for 62 years. His mother got him hung up on Elvis. Isn't that how sweet that is? My mom introduced me to Elvis when I was a kid. And wow. Of course, like, she didn't have many records or anything, but like, so we had like the greatest hits. So I was well equipped with the mainstream Elvis kind of greatness, but I realized when I started doing the reaction channel, boy, did I just barely skim the surface of what was really there. 62 years, God bless you. Have I covered He Touched Me? It might have been on the old channel. Kurt, are we back to a normalish release? Yeah, for those who missed my post, I had to take a temp assignment, and it's kind of been petering out the last few days. So yeah, it's pretty much back to normal programming this week. This is what kind of sucks, because real life sometimes gets in the way. But like, if I had a dream world, I would just totally build this into like a channel, But what I've done though is there were some things I had a learning curve with. And one of them was people were complaining that I did not have a consistent upload time. They would see me pop up at 3 p.m, 6 a.m, and of course, because I'm a bohemian and I live that kind of life. But a YouTube consultant that I talked with, she told me that you really need to have a consistent upload time. So I put out a ad on a posting on the community tab, and took a poll. And so from here on out, everything that I put out will be released at midnight Eastern Standard Time. That kind of worked for the Elvis crowd, because a lot of people in Europe are like 7 to 10 hours ahead of me. So it only made sense to put it out at midnight. So I'm going to stick with midnight. So that way, because you'll get tons of YouTubers tell you, oh, you got to have it out by noon. And noon, everybody puts their stuff out at noon, and it just gets scrambled. And I like midnight. I don't know why. I used to go to like when they would have record premieres at record stores. That shows how old I am. Back in the 80s, we went at midnight to get the newest record. And so midnight works. And it's worked for Elvis Sunday. I tried Elvis Sunday a couple of times, putting it out at noon on Sunday. It just doesn't work as well. Midnight is the way to go. They're already chiming in at midnight when I upload them. 62 years. How cool is that? Oh, happy Elvis Sunday to you, Spanish Eyes 68. I'm glad to see you in here. Oh, thank you, John. My favorite Elvis song. Okay, I never have one favorite of anything, but I'm telling you what, there are a few that really have gotten me in many ways, and like Separate Ways is one of them. I mean, I just cannot get enough of Kentucky Rain. I just love a lot of them, and it's really hard to narrow it down. What I'm thinking about doing is putting my top 5 one day on a reaction list and then splicing all those reactions together so I could get my top. But so there's just right now I have like 20 of them that I'm like insanely in love with, like in an almost near mad mental capacity. Like I could listen to them like 6 times a day, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Wow, 2002, 2004 trip to Graceland. I envy you. I envy you. Every 3 to 4 years, his voice. Yeah, Jan. Every 3 to 4 years, Elvis's voice. Which that's why there's so many intricate changes. That one of my big hangups is how a lot of people sit there and act like only pre-army Elvis had anything going for him, and I'm like, well, he couldn't just continue to do Jailhouse Rock in '61. You have to evolve to a certain point, and you could say that his richer sound that he was coming out with, his more polished studio recordings, was a sign of like a Hollywoodish kind of approach. But you could also say that the arrangements became a lot more sophisticated. There was a lot of growth there. So I'm coming from a fan's point of view of who actually loves the Beatles coming into Elvis. And it's funny because I have a friend who grew up totally into Elvis, and he's just recently really kind of getting into the Beatles. So we're kind of having an interesting swap going on there. Working on the Building is a gospel song. Maybe I'll do that one next. I've never even heard that title before. Working on the Building. Sven was there in 99. Fantastic. Oh, you guys were too? Oh, man. Doesn't that suck that you... Oh, man, this disease is just... this virus has just been... don't want to sound like a spoiled person, but really taking the fun out of life. Really has. Never Walk Alone. Our dance from the album Letters from Elvis is lovely. Similar to Humperdinck's Last Waltz. Engelbert Humperdinck, I don't know if any of you guys are into him or not, but he was... not too long ago, he was a guest on Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal podcast. So was Mac Davis. So go out and check out those episodes. They have just some great stories to tell. John Smith's mom had every record. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. Gordon hated Elvis when he was a kid, or at least he thought so. Yeah. Well, sometimes some people's first impression of Elvis is they think of all those impersonators out there. And impersonators, that's a touchy subject with some people. Okay, I hope none of you are Elvis impersonators out there, but there was a joke a comedian said, I can't help it. I just thought it was funny. You're either going to find this funny or not. He goes, do you ever notice that none of these impersonators look like Elvis, but they do look like each other? I just thought that was funny. I mean, you could make the argument that Elvis impersonators kind of kept the legacy alive, but you could also probably make the argument that Elvis impersonators also kind of really gave it a tacky spin, because there was just, whenever you have an icon and then you kind of make it like a carnival version of that icon, you didn't see like Beethoven impersonators back then, playing at like dime bars or something, and trying to look like Beethoven. Elvis used to say that music changes and you have to change with it. Yeah, that's true. All Shook Up 1961 for Pearl Harbor Hospital. Was it a benefit? You know what? What I'm going to do here, guys, because I've had a lot of songs thrown out and I'm just kind of randomly picking. I'm not playing favorites with anyone. So any song that I don't get to in this session will go on to the request list, and I'll push them up to the front, kind of get them in the next couple weeks, because that way I want to honor the people that actually showed up today. So whatever I don't get to today will be thrown into the request list. We just have a lot of exciting stuff coming your way. Yeah, I think Sven's right. I mean, I have nothing. I guess, some people have said that impersonators have kept the legacy alive. I guess it just depends where you come from. I don't know. There's Beatle cover bands where they dress up like the Beatles or anything like that. And I can't pretend to get into their heads. So I would assume they have mad respect for the subjects that they're impersonating. It's just for me, and I don't knock people who watch impersonators. It's just for me, it's just not the same. It doesn't work for me. Like, and if it works for you, that's great. Knock yourself out. It's one of those kind of things. Have I heard the home recording of Elvis sing "If I Loved You" while playing his piano? Now let me look into that. See if it's on YouTube. I'm not seeing it here on YouTube. If You Love Me. Let me see Elvis. Can't find it. It's about 1:10 in the afternoon, so I'll do a couple more. Is there anybody on there who suggested a song and I haven't reacted to one of yours yet? I'll go there, because I want to at least get one from each person. Kurt rolling to work at the bar. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I find myself watching YouTube more than I do any kind of TV shows or anything. I don't know. To me, it's kind of like pirate radio on steroids or something. You're getting to see all these zany personalities that normally wouldn't get the exposure out there in the world. And as a kid, I always wanted to be a DJ. And I guess this is as close to that dream as possible. And I fell into this by accident. Give you guys a little background. I don't play the woe is me card, but I've had a lot of crap happen to me physically with some health issues. I've never been sick a day in my life, but then all of a sudden, when I hit a certain age, all of a sudden an onslaught of things happened. Enough to take me out of the professional ring and have to kind of work at home and do some things. But my therapist at the time said, you need to express yourself and discover something. And I saw a reaction video and I said, maybe I can do this, just for fun, just hang out. And I didn't think it would happen like this, where I'd have like almost 6,000 subscribers. And so this is one of those accidental rides, a happy accident. And I'm so thankful. Such a Night. Okay, we'll go with that one, Gordon. Such a Night, live December 1976. I know I didn't do that because I've never heard of that song. All right. Okay,
Such a Night.
It's not a long song, so let's do it. Yeah, it's actually pretty short. I'm surprised. So some of his concert versions were like that, though, of songs. And I don't know if there was a studio cut of this or not, so let me know.
Such a night, Gibby. It was a night
Ooh, what a night it was, it really was such a night. Came the dawn, and your love in the night, and the love was gone. But I'll never forget the kiss in the moonlight. Ooh, what a kiss, such a night, such a night. Ooh, what a night it was, it really was such a night. Came the dawn, and my love in your heart, and the night was gone. But I'll never
Still sounds like early Elvis there. There's a youthfulness about this. And this is just before he died, a few months. Okay.
Came the dawn, and my heart in your love, and the night was gone. But I'll never forget the kiss in the moonlight. Ooh, such a night. Now you've gone, gone, gone. Yes, you've gone, gone, gone. Came the dawn, 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 and the love was gone. But before that dawn, yes, before that dawn, yes, before that dawn. Thank you. You're a fantastic audience, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my God, that was wild. That was just wild. Oh, we got Dan Jones. Hey, Dan. God bless you. All right, I'm gonna give a plug for Dan, because Dan, I come across his website after he came across my channel, and he does a lot of like hypnotic readings and stuff of stories, and it really actually helps calm you. And I'm telling you what, there have been many times when I was going to bed at night where I'd put on one of his videos and it would just usher me off to the most sound sleep. We all need to decompress like that, and he has a lot of YouTube videos and stuff. Man, I'm telling you what, I highly encourage you guys to check out Dan. And if Dan could put a link to his website in there, or his channel, that would be awesome. Dan is a great guy, just does a lot of great work out there, and it's the most soothing stuff you'll ever hear. And like, I could get very tightly wound, and I need that kind of unwinding thing sometimes. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. About to wrap it up here. Oh, thank you, Spanish Eyes. And I'm going to take, it would only be fitting to close with a Leon suggestion. We will do How Great Thou Art, 1975. Like I said, for those of you who missed, who might be just tuning in, any of the requests that anyone shot out, I will go over this list after, because the video will record all of these, everything everyone typed. So I will react in the next couple of weeks to any of the songs mentioned on here that I haven't gotten to. All right, so I'm going to close with the Leon one. I want to say first and foremost, I can't thank you enough, guys, for being really the greatest audience in the world to have out there. You guys have taken this Elvis novice who was just a little lamb lost in the woods and helped light my path. You guys kind of show me the right way to go with patience and understanding. Me being really a relatively novice in the world of Elvis lore. And so there's only great things ahead for Elvis Sunday. And like I said, if any of you would like to be interviewed and tell me your Elvis story, that I would love that. Let me know, because I already have a couple people that are interested so far. But I'm going to close this out with, I want to thank everybody for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed the reactions. Man, I had some fun. I had some big time fun. And as a way of saying Godspeed, God bless you, Mr. Leon Smith, we're going to close with this request that he just listed. So thank you so much for joining, everybody. Here we go. Elvis Presley. 1975 live version.
I'd like to do a gospel
Okay, so let's close out with this one.
song. This features the Stamps Quartet, How Great Thou Art. Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. Sing it, fellas.
When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation to take me home, what joy shall fill my heart?
Then I shall bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, oh my God, how great thou art. Then sing to my soul, thy Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sing to my soul, my Savior God, to thee. Lord, how great thou art, how great thou
Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. We will see you guys next Elvis Sunday.